What's up everyone? I have a 5 penguin victory for today, and honestly this was very hard to achieve. Penguin, it's a tier 4 unit, so you find it relatively late. Turn 5 at the earliest, but most of the cases you find it on turn 7. And with its low start line of 2-4, it's kind of useless in battle. You need to scale it up ASAP. And the saddest part is, because you're running 5 penguins instead of stacking the penguins together, you have 5 level 1 penguins, which results in you being unable to use the penguins' ability for the penguins to scale themselves up. Which kind of sad, but you can circumvent that with a little bit of luck or with a little bit of hybrid scaling. You can see that later on in the run I'll be doing exactly that. I'll not be using penguin exclusively to scale. But for now I'm just trying to play the game as I usually do. I didn't have 5 penguins in mind, obviously. It's very difficult to just set your mind to going for a 5 penguin victory, just because it's such a hard 5 of a kind to get. But I was kind of lucky that I got so many ducks, so I decided to set up for a triple level up on turn 5. Kind of hoping for bison more than anything. I think I was kind of tilted during this play session, so I needed a comfort game, so I turned to bison for that. Thankfully I didn't get bison, and you'll see from the level ups what I got. Here we go, 3 level ups coming up. First one is a rooster, not very impressive. Second one is a penguin, which I kind of debate if I want to take at this point, because I didn't really know if I wanted to scale up the duck and the otter. But when I saw the second penguin, I just knew what was going on in this run. The scaling from this team is actually quite crazy for this point in the game. +4/+4 for turn 5. Quite insane if you ask me. And thankfully, I think it's a good thing that I ended up losing, because now I can utilize the ability of snails and make the penguins actually not suck in battle with their stats. I managed to find 2 snails. Sadly not 3, but 2 is more than good enough. So now the penguins are 4-6 and 4-7 stats respectively, which is very nice. It's like a base stat hippo, and you can see they can do the cleanup very nicely. They need to be scaled up even more, of course. Thankfully I do find out 2 more penguins, so I managed to level up one of them to level 2, and the level up results in a monkey, which means that I get to scale with both the penguin and the monkey. Now that one of the penguins is level 2, the other one has a chance to hit it with its ability. Not guaranteed for now, because I have 2 level 2 or higher units on the team. But once I sell one of them, it's going to be a guaranteed hit on the penguin. And I think I do that on this turn. I sell the otter because I find another penguin. Yeah, I do indeed. And this is basically the ideal setup that you can be hoping for. You have the monkey to scale up the front penguin to be for it to be an actually good unit. And the other penguins are helping out as well, even though not as much as the monkey. If I want to maximize the penguin scaling, I believe I need 3 penguins on the team, 3 level 2 penguins I mean, so that every level 2 penguin has at least 2 targets for it to hit. For now, the duck is enjoying a shower of hamburgers. Sadly it's not going to stick around for very long, but for now it's helping out quite nicely, defeating enemy teams, even though I managed to lose this round. I'm trying to find some more scaling options right here. Maybe a small misplay that I decided to not go for the turtle pill there, to give the frontline penguin melon. But I was so distracted by the second monkey that I just took it and didn't think back. thankfully I'm getting quite lucky here with the bad matchups from my opponents. Like they're running very weak teams, which allows me to to basically one unit take them out with the frontline penguin. Here is the actually perfect setup that arises with the 3 level 2 penguins. Now each penguin is giving +4/+4 in total. So with 3 level 2 penguins, that means how much is that? Is +12/+12 for the end of the turn, which quite insane. And yeah, it's very satisfying to play as well, having the rain of hamburgers at the end of the turn. I think I'm going to be transitioning away from the monkeys at the end of this turn because the frontline unit is already 50-50 and it's kind of risky to bring another penguin to the front that's not as highly statted. So I decided to play it safe and get a dragon instead for scaling. Kind of inferior scaling wise, but it's much safer. It allows me to position however I want. And yeah, if I manage to get the dragon to level 2, it's going to be even crazier, but in this run I was trying to avoid getting non-penguin units to level 2 just because they can steal some of the buffs from the penguins that actually need them. So yeah, you can see at this point in the game I dare say this team is very good. Almost 50-50 penguin, sadly no equipment, and almost 30-30 penguin with stake, which very nice. I'm trying to close this game out as soon as possible because in the actual late game I'll be seeing units such as leopards and skunks that have in-battle abilities, and I don't really want to go up against those because I think that even if they have inferior stats because of the abilities, they can beat me. It's going quite well so far though. Kind of lucky that I met another meme team opponent running Tiger Mammoth, which quite fun. A very fun combo in pack 1 that you can make. And here I am transitioning to the second to last penguin, hoping to find the last one relatively soon. Because I already have 4 penguins on the team, I'm basically giving up on dragon scaling. Because I have no space for the tier 1 units to slot in, obviously. So I'm just hoping to win if I can. I think I barely... I was going to say I barely win, but it turns out to be a draw. Which I think is even better for this team, because it gives me one more turn to find the penguin. Turns out I would have found it even if I did win, but it's better to be safe than sorry. And I don't know if you've been paying attention to this one, but I've been exclusively trying to not use seal scaling for once, because I've been called a seal addict over and over in the comments. I'm like, I can win, I can quit anytime for it, so I've been trying to use every other method of scaling other than the seal. So I hope you're proud of me. I'm a recovering addict right now. And the team is basically set up for success right here. I'm just hoping to win. I didn't really want to give the high statted penguin stake. I would rather give it melon, but sadly I find no melon. I decided to settle for this pizza right here because it's good stats. Thankfully it didn't hit the 50-50, it was a possibility that it did. And I think this team is pretty good, but let's see how it goes. I don't believe I win this round. Yeah, as we spoke earlier, we find leopard and rooster and tiger and level 3 cow, so they even have good stats. So kind of unfortunate, but I think this is going to be the last round of the game. Thankfully I do find some chocolate, so I can even get a 4th penguin up to level 2, excuse me, so that it can receive buffs as well. So yeah, this is going to be it. Like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I'll see you next time. Take care.